And I have the results in my hands for race number 123, the Senior A Mixed. We had 4 boats. In 4th place, the Senior A Mixed Tsunami from the Edmonton Dragon Boat Club. Their finishing time 2:06.43. In 3rd place, 22 Dragons Titanium from 22 Dragons, finishing time 2:05.62. In 2nd place, CSDC Ohana from the Canadian Senior Dragon Boat Club, finishing time 2:05.22. Winning team, the Ottawa Dragon Boat Club Senior A from the Ottawa Dragon Boat Club, and their winning time 2:03.40. That was race number 123, the Senior A Mixed Heat. Well done. And on the water, race number 124, the Senior A Mixed. Race number 124 now underway, the Senior A Mixed. And lane number 1 on the inside running empty. Lane 2, FCP Senior A Mixed. Lane 3, the London Niagara Quinte Racing Club. Lane 4, the H2O 40 Plus Mixed Senior A from H2O Playground. And lane 5 on the outside, the Thunderbolt Senior A Mixed from the Sunnyside Paddling Club near High Park, Toronto. And we've got a good race, and we can see the paddles glinting in the sunshine this morning. Easily the best day weather-wise we've had this weekend. Friday, of course, but a distant memory, and easily one of the most challenging days we've seen in many years here with Dragon Boat Canada. You can all remember the thunderclouds, the storms ripping through southern Ontario between St. Catharines and Georgian Bay. Good race beginning to shape up. We have lane number 4 well ahead, beginning to push. H2O 40 Plus Mixed Senior A. They've had a great weekend from H2O Playground. And this could be a race for 2nd place. We have on the inside, lane number 1 running empty, but lane 2 on the inside, FCP Senior A Mixed. But it's lane number 4, well in charge, well ahead, H2O 40 Plus Mixed Senior A. Good, comfortable lead. And we have lane number 2 beginning to push. Comfortable 2nd place, and we could have a real race for a 3rd spot between lanes number 3 and lane number 5. but it's lane number 4, well ahead. H2O 40 plus mixed senior A. No doubt about it. Let's see number 2 in. FCP Senior A mixed, followed by lane number 3. London Niagara Quinte Racing Club. Lane 5, the Thunderbolt Senior A mixed from the Sunnyside Paddling Club. Well done, good race. And the official results, after a review for race number 124, Senior A mixed. In 4th place from the Sunnyside Paddling Club, Thunderbolt Senior A mixed. Their finishing time 2:17.47. In 3rd place from the London Niagara Quinte Racing Club, the Senior A mixed team, in their finishing time 2:15.38. In 2nd place from the False Creek Racing Canoe Club, the Senior A mixed, finishing time 2:10 flat. That's 2:10.00. And in 1st place from the H2O Playground Club, H2O 40 plus mixed Senior A, finishing time, the winning time 2:03.32. Well done, and we have race number 125 on the water, all set to go. This is the under 24 mixed heat. Good luck. And we have a very good start for race number 125, the under 24 mixed. 500 meters. Our heats in lane number 1 on the inside, Liquid Assets under 24. Lane 2, the University College Water Dragons under 24. In lane 3, the New Dragons Yellow, the New Dragons Racing Club. Lane 4, the U of T Engineering Iron Dragons Blue from the Iron River Racing. Lane 5 on the outside, Vikings 2017 under 24 mixed. It was a good start, and again we're getting a bit of a headwind out on the water. At this point, close to halfway, about a third of the way, very even race. And again, a shout out to our umpires, our officials on the water, making sure that the boats are staying in their lanes. If they veer from their lane, there will be a time penalty. And on the inside, lane number 1 beginning to push, Liquid Assets under 24 from the Canadian Senior Dragon Boat Club. And they're being challenged by lane 4 and 5. This could be a very interesting race beginning to shape up. On the outside is lane number 5, the Vikings 2017 under 24 mixed. It's the inside and a battle of the inside and the outside. Lane number 1 on the inside, beginning to push Liquid Assets under 24, but on the outside, lane 5, Vikings 2017. Going to be a very, very close finish, but it's lane number 5 beginning to push. Time to dig. Very close finish. Lane number 1 on the inside, Liquid Assets. Very close, could be a race for second place. Well done. Lane on the inside, lane number 1, unofficially Liquid Assets. We have lane 2 and lane number 3 coming in. New Dragons Yellow, well done. Once we have a very quick review, we'll get the official results out shortly. Thank you. And race number 126 now on the water. This will be the under 24 mixed. Our next heat. All set to go. Lane number 1, New Dragons Green. Lane 2, H2O under 24 mixed. Lane 3, Dragon Zone Thunderbreaker. Lane 4, 22 Dragons True Grit mixed. In lane 5, Dragon Zone Eternal Dragon under 24. Next race to go, race number 126, the under 24 mixed heat. Standing by. And the results for race number 125. It's the under 24 mixed heat. And in 5th place, New Dragons Yellow from the New Dragons Racing Club. Their finishing time 2:09.46. In 4th place, the University College Water Dragons under 24 from Iron River Racing. Finishing time 2:07.81. 3rd place, the U of T Engineering Iron Dragons Blue from Iron River Racing. Finishing time 2:04.05. In 2nd place, the Vikings 2017 under 24 mixed from the Waterloo Paddling Club in 2:03.75. 1st place, Liquid Assets under 24 with the Canadian Senior Dragon Boat Club in their winning time 2:02.19. Well done. And race number 126 now underway. It's the under 24 mixed. It's one of our heats. In lane number 1 on the inside, New Dragons Green from the New Dragons Racing Club. Lane 2, H2O under 24 mixed from H2O Playground. Lane 3, Dragon Zone Thunderbreaker. Lane 4, 22 Dragons True Grit mixed from 22 Dragons. And lane 5 on the outside, Dragon Zone Eternal Dragon under 24. And a quick check on the weather. It's about 22 degrees, partly cloudy, humidity around 57%. We are getting a bit of wind, about 9 clicks an hour. We are getting a few gusts, up to 14 clicks an hour today, bit of a headwind. And chance of rain stands at about 20%, a few clouds coming in. There might be a slight sprinkle, but I think we have very clear weather today. Good race beginning to shake up. 126, again the under 24 mixed. So far a very even race. We could have a battle between lane 2, lane number 4 beginning to push. Well over halfway. Who's it going to be? Make some noise, don't be shy. We want to hear you. Lane number 4 beginning to push. The 22 Dragons True Grit mixed from 22 Dragons. Well ahead, and we have a challenge on the inside from lane number 1, New Dragons Green, but it's lane number 4 beginning to push, and we could have a battle for 2nd place. Very much the theme today. Lane number 4 beginning to push, followed very closely by lane number 3, but we have lane number 1 on the inside going for 2nd place. They want it badly, but lane number 4 well ahead. 22 Dragons. And a good push by lane number 1. Nicely done. Great racing. New Dragons Green, officially, unofficially in 2nd place. They caught up beautifully. Nicely done. Their motto, never give up, I'm sure. And we'll get the official results out shortly. Nicely done. Good race. Race number 127. On the water, the Senior Mixed in Division 3. We'll have lane number 1 running empty. Lane 2, the PDBCB from the Pickering Dragon Boat Club. Lane 4, Montreal Grand Dragons Mixed. 22 Dragons. And lane number 6, Division 3, RBC Dragons. Good luck. 11:14, as I mentioned, we are ahead of schedule about 15 minutes, and this is a good thing. Again, we want to stay ahead today. We have a very busy day, 500 meters underway. We'll get the 2,000 meter events later on today, followed by the final awards ceremony. So a heads up to all of our crews, we are ahead of schedule, so please stay on top of the schedule. Well, we want to get all of our crews down to the marshalling area on time. We want to stay ahead. Busy day. Also want to mention, of course, safety is our number one concern. We are getting a few more spectators. Great to have you here. Don't be shy when the races are underway. Trust me, as a veteran paddler myself, we want to hear the sound of your clapping, your cheering. Makes a huge difference to our racing. We do have our medical paramedics on site just underneath in the basement of the athletes building, just to the left of the viewing area. We have a few paramedics on site if we have any medical issues. Also down near the marshalling area, we have our medical staff on site as well if we have any issues involving any of our spectators, volunteers, and certainly our crew. But again, a nice mild day, not as humid as it was 2 days ago. 11:16 and race number 127 on the water, all set to go. Senior B mixed, and our Division 3 team RBC Dragons all set to go. Lane number 6, lane number 2, PDBCB. From the Pickering Dragon Boat Club, lane 3, the Ottawa Dragon Masters, Senior B mixed. And lane 4, the Montreal Grand Dragons mixed. And lane number 1 will be running empty. And I have the results for race number 126. Thank you, Sue. It's the under 24 mixed heat. And in 5th place, from H2O Playground, H2O under 24 mixed, their finishing time 2:08.03. In 4th place, from Dragon Zone, the Dragon Zone Eternal Dragon under 24, finishing time 2:07.80. In 3rd place, from Dragon Zone Thunderbreaker, finishing time 2:07.50. In 2nd place, from the New Dragons Racing Club, New Dragons Green, and their finishing time 2:06.89. And the winning team from 22 Dragons, 22 Dragons True Grit Mixed, and their winning time 2:03.84. Well done, great time. And again on the water, race number 127, our Senior B mixed in our Division 3 team. Good luck. Race number 127 underway. We have the Senior B Mixed and one of our Division 3, one of our recreational teams, getting a taste of the Canadian Dragon Boat Racing Championships this weekend. Lane number 1 running empty. Lane number 2, the PDBCB Pickering Dragon Boat Club. Lane 3, the Ottawa Dragon Boat Masters Senior B Mixed. Lane 4, Montreal Grand Dragons Mixed. Lane 5 running empty. And lane number 6, the RBC Dragons are with us this afternoon. Good luck. And from this vantage point, I can see their paddles glistening in the sunshine this morning. Lane number 2, PDBCB from the Pickering Dragon Boat Club, beginning to pull ahead, but they are being challenged by lane number 4. They're beginning to dig. Lane number 4, the Montreal Grand Dragons Mixed from 22 Dragons. Time to push. The challenge is on. Time to dig. They need your help. It's lane number 2, PDBCB, but they are being strongly challenged by lane number 3, the Ottawa Dragon Masters Senior B Mixed. This is what it's all about. Time to dig. Do not give up. But lane number 2, taking up the challenge, starting to pull ahead. Lane 2, easily PDBCB, followed by lane number 3, the Ottawa Dragon Masters Senior B Mixed. Lane 4, the Montreal Grand Dragons Mixed. And lane number 6, the RBC Dragons. Well done, and I'll have the official results out shortly. Thank you. Our teams always deserve a standing ovation. Well done. Crews from race number 127 passing on by. And again, they thank you. And let's give it up. Boat number 6 from lane 6, RBC Dragons. Great to have you here. We have race number 128 on the water, Senior B Mixed. This will be one of our heats. In lane number 1 on the inside, running empty. Lane 2, the TOHD Grand Dragon Mixed from the Outer Harbour Dragon Boat Club. Lane 3 from the London Niagara Quinte Racing Club. Lane 4, CSDC Mahalo from the Canadian Senior Dragon Boat Club. And lane 5, H2O 50 Plus, the Mixed Senior B from H2O Playground. That's race number 128, standing by. Thank you. And we have race number 131 on tap, all set to go, Premier Mixed. Results for race number 130, Premier Mixed. We had 4 boats on tap. In 4th place from the False Creek Racing Canoe Club, FCP Premier Mixed. Their finishing time 2:04.43. In 3rd place from Dragon Zone, the UBC Thunderbirds Sport Club in 2:03.94. In 2nd place from the Outer Harbor Dragon Boat Club, the Hammerheads, in their finishing time 2:03.85. Winning team, 22 Dragons, the 22 Dragons Armada, in their finishing winning time of 2:02.07. Well done. Race number 131 on tap, all set to go. Premier Mixed standing by. Well, we see the glint of the flashing paddles, which means we have another race underway. 131, Premier Mixed, one of our heats. And again on the inside, lane number 1 running empty. Lane 2, PDBC Premier Mixed from the Pickering Dragon Boat Club. Lane 3, Jet Start with the Canadian Senior Dragon Boat Club. Lane 4, Latitude 48 Paddling Club, OC20 Mixed with the Latitude 48 Paddling Club from BC. Lane 5, H2O Arsenal Premier Mixed from H2O Playground. And we can see up ahead a few thunderclouds. I hope they stay away. We shouldn't be getting any rain. There may be a slight bit of moisture this afternoon. Hopefully nothing will happen. About a 20% chance of rain, getting a little gusty, up to 14 clicks an hour. Good race beginning to shape up for race number 131. We have lane number 4 beginning to push, being challenged by lane number 2, the PDBC Premier Mixed. So we have lane number 3 and lane number 4 beginning to push, Latitude 48 Paddling Club. Lane 4 from BC, they are starting to push. But lane number 3 beginning to pick up, but on the outside it's lane number 5 making a dash. They're working hard, but lane number 4 starting to dig. Working well. Lane number 3, this could be a real battle for 2nd place. Who's it going to be, lane 3 or lane 5? But lane number 4 well ahead, very close for 2nd place. But it's lane number 3 pushing ahead. Well done, very close race. We have number 2 coming in. Lane 2, the PDBC Premier Mixed, well done. Let's give our crews from race number 131 a good round of applause. That was a great race. Many teams playing catch up, nicely done. Oh, the sweet sound of applause, well deserved. We have race number 132 on the water, Premier Mixed. This will be our final heat before we get into the final A, Senior C Mixed, race number 133. But race number 132 on the water, Premier Mixed, 4 boats. On the inside, lane number 1 running empty. Lane 2, the Warriors, with the Outer Harbor Dragon Boat Club. Lane 3, the Water Vipers M, also with the Outer Harbor Dragon Boat Club. Lane 4, Dragon Zone Premier with Dragon Zone. And lane 5 from Edmonton, the Oil City Crew. That's our next race on the water, 132, Premier Mixed. And just a little fun technical note for the benefit of our many fans, family and friends who are with us today. Great to have you here in Welland. For those of you who may not be familiar with the sport of dragon boating, of course, as you see, many of our paddlers here on site, they come in all shapes and sizes, and of course this does determine where you might be sitting in the boat. Boats, of course, consisting of a team of 20 paddlers. We have 1 drummer, 1 steersperson. And of course, I paddled for a number of years, and I'm sure many could guess where I was sitting in the boat at 6'7", well over 200 pounds, a strong guy. I was part of what is known as the engine room. They tend to be stronger, heavier paddlers. They're again known as the engine room, right in the middle of the boat. And usually at the front of the boat, we have a group of paddlers. They're usually known as the pacers or the strokers or the timers. They usually set the pace. They, of course, tend to be lighter paddlers. At the back, we have shorter paddlers, generally. They, of course, the water moving very quickly at that point, using very short, quick strokes. They're otherwise known as the rockets, terminators, or... And again, so we have 3 sections in the boat. And of course, from yours truly, a big shout out to many of the paddlers out there, members of the engine room, riding in the middle of the boat. Race number 132 on the water. And I have the results for race number 131, Premier Mixed. And in 4th place, PDBC Premier Mixed from the Pickering Dragon Boat Club. Their finishing time 2:06.20. 3rd place from H2O Playground, the H2O Arsenal Premier Mixed. Their finishing time 2:03.95. 2nd place, Jetstart with the Canadian Senior Dragon Boat Club. Their finishing time 2:03.55. And in 1st place, from the Latitude 48 Paddling Club, Latitude 48 Paddling Club OC20 Mixed, 2:02.05 was their winning time. Well done. That was race number 131, Premier Mixed. 132 on the water. Well, once again, the flash of the paddles in the distance. Another race underway, race 132. Premier Mixed, we have 4 boats on the water. Lane number 1 on the inside running empty. Lane 2, the Warriors with the Outer Harbor Dragon Boat Club. Lane 3, the Water Vipers M with the Outer Harbor Dragon Boat Club. Lane 4, the Dragon Zone Premier with Dragon Zone, and Lane 5 on the outside, all the way from Edmonton, Alberta, Oil City Crew. Again, one of 2 teams all the way from Alberta. Great to have you here. Race very early to call. We are getting a bit of sun on the waterway and a few ugly clouds passing over. We are keeping our eyes skyward. Hopefully no delays this afternoon. We are well ahead on our schedule, getting a good race. On the inside, lane number 2 beginning to pull ahead, the Warriors with the Outer Harbor Dragon Boat Club, all the way from Cherry Beach in Toronto. But it's lane number 2 beginning to pull. And we have lane number 4 beginning to push. Lane 4, Dragon Zone Premier with Dragon Zone. But it's lane number 2, the Warriors from the Outer Harbor Dragon Boat Club beginning to prevail, pulling ahead, but not to let them get away. Lane number 4 pushing ahead, well into second place, but lane number 2, well in hand. It's the Warriors from the Outer Harbor Dragon Boat Club, followed by lane number 4, Dragon Zone Premier. Lane number 3, the Water Vipers M, also from the Outer Harbor Dragon Boat Club. And let's see, lane number 5 from Alberta, the Oil City Crew. Well done, great race. And again with the flash of the paddles off in the distance, they're underway. We've got a few ducks out here at the finish. Checking out the action this morning. I think they'll still stay nice and clear. Race number 133, Final A, Senior C Mixed. Lane number 1 on the inside, we have the Bytown Senior C Mixed from the Bytown Dragon Boat Club. Lane 2, Senior C Mixed with the False Creek Racing Canoe Club. Lane 3 from the London Niagara Quinte Racing Club, Senior C Mixed. Lane 4, the Gorging Dragons Senior C Mixed with the Vancouver Island Paddling Club. And lane 5 on the outside, PDBCC Mixed with the Pickering Dragon Boat Club.
What races are you looking for?
And a great race underway. They start to move in and we need to make some noise. Who's it going to be? And again, we have on the inside, making a big push all the way from Ottawa, the Bytown Senior C Mixed. And again, sneaking up on the outside, lane 5, the PDBCC Mixed. Time to push. As we're moving ahead, this could be a real race beginning to shape up. Let's make some noise. Let's see them in. Don't be shy. They want to hear it. Time to dig. Work it, work it, work it. Dig deep. Get those paddles in. Real race, lane number 1, number 2, and on the outside, lane number 5. 2 close to call. On the inside from the Bytown Senior C Mixed. Who's it going to be? Time to dig. Lane 1, lane 2. 2 close. Very close finish as we come through the last few meters. But I believe by a hair, lane 1, lane 2. On the inside from Ottawa, the Bytown Senior C Mixed, followed by lane 2. Again, these are the unofficial results. Very close race. This is what it's all about. You dig, you do not give up until you get to the finish. Well done. As they come by the viewing stand, let's give them a great standing ovation. Very close race. And of course, race number 133, the Final A, Senior C Mixed. Nicely done. That was a great race. Well done. Let's give them a great ovation. Nicely done. You worked hard.
Could we have at least 4 copies? Burn doesn't even have a copy. And
Enjoy the race.
we are sharing it with
That was indeed a thrilling race. Well done.
here as well as Ed.
Now the results of race number 132. The Heat Premier Mixed. And in lane number 4, or rather in 4th place, the Oil City Crew from Edmonton, Alberta. Their finishing time 2:16.86. 3rd place, the Water Vipers M from the Outer Harbour Dragon Boat Club, 2:11.09. And in 2nd place, Dragon Zone Premier from the Dragon Zone, 2:02.53. In 1st place, the Warriors from the Outer Harbour Dragon Boat Club. Their winning time, 1:58.06. Well done. Thank you. And race number 134 now on the water. It's our final A, Junior A mixed. And again on the inside, in lane number 1, Lambton Shores under 18 mixed from the Lambton Shores Dragon Boat Club. Lane 2, Dragon Zone, Eternal Dragon mixed. Lane 3, PDBC Junior mixed from the Pickering Dragon Boat Club. And lane 4, the TRPC Junior mixed from the Thames River Paddling Club. And lane 5 on the outside, Poseidon's Offspring mixed from the New Dragons Racing Club. And it looks like we have lane number 2 beginning to push. With the other teams in hot pursuit, they're not going to let them get away, but it's lane number 2 beginning to prevail. The Dragon Zone Eternal Dragon mixed. Lane number 3, PDBC Junior mixed, beginning to push. Time to dig. But it's lane number 3 making a charge, well over halfway. And lane number 1, the Lambton Shores under 18, they need your support. Let's see them in. But it's lane number 2 beginning to push. Dragon Zone, Eternal Dragon mixed. Big push. And now making a charge on lane number 2. Lane number 3, PDBC Junior mixed. But it's lane number 2, digging to the finish. Don't give up. Dragon Zone, Eternal Dragon mixed. Well underway, well in hand, followed by lane number 3, the PDBC Junior mixed. Could be a rail race for 3rd place. Lane number 4 coming in, TRPC Junior mixed, and we have lane number 5, Poseidon's, and lane 1, Lambton Shores under 18 mixed. Good race, well done. Oh, yeah, let's give our juniors a good round of applause. Well done. Great race. Take no prisoners. Nicely done. Enjoy the rest. Next race, 135. This will be a 2-horse race. The final B, the Senior A mixed. Lanes 1 and 2 and 5 will be running empty. We'll have lanes 3, the London Niagara Quinte Racing Club Senior A mixed, and the Thunderbolt Senior A mixed from the Sunnyside Paddling Club. We'll be racing it up for race number 135, the final B Senior A mixed, and our next race on tap. Good luck. Stand by. And next race on tap, 135, Final B, Senior A Mixed. And again, this will be a two-horse race. Lane 3, London Niagara Quinte Racing Club, Senior A Mixed, and Thunderbolt, Senior A Mixed. From the Sunnyside Paddling Club in lane number 4. Quick reminder, you'll find all of the action, all of the results on our web link, dbcresults.ca. We'll have a list of the progressions and also a list of all the times from today and the past 2 days, Friday and Saturday. Again, our web link, dbcresults.ca. 135, all set to go. Final B, Senior A Mixed. Again, 2 boats on the water. Lanes number 1 and 2 will be running empty. Lane 3, the London Niagara Quinte Racing Club, Senior A Mixed. And lane 4, Thunderbolt Senior A Mixed from the Sunnyside Paddling Club in Toronto. And lane number 5 on the outside running empty. Stand by. And race number 135 on the way. The Final B, Senior A Mixed. Again, 2 boats on the water. Lanes 1 and 2 on the inside running empty. Lane 3, the London Niagara Quinte Racing Club. Lane 4, the Thunderbolt Senior A Mixed from the Sunnyside Paddling Club. And lane 5 on the outside running empty. And we have the boats in number 136 on the water, heading out to the start. And once they're finished, I'll have the results from races number 133, 134. 135 once again underway. And right now we have the London Niagara Quinte Racing Club making a push, but still too close to call. 2 boats on the water. Lane number 3 beginning to push. Lane number 4, they have their work cut out for them. Let's see them in. Time to dig. Get those paddles in the water. It's lane number 3 beginning to push. London Niagara Quinte Racing Club. And on the outside, lane number 4, Thunderbolt Senior A Mixed from the Sunnyside Paddling Club. And they're beginning to push. But it's lane number 3 on the inside, London Niagara Quinte Racing Club. Well in hand, close to 100 meters to the finish. And quite easily, lane number 3, the London Niagara Quinte Racing Club. And coming in race number 4, lane number 4, the Thunderbolt Senior A Mixed from the Sunnyside Paddling Club. Well done. And some results to pass along from race number 133. This is the Final A Senior C Mixed. And in 5th place, from the London Niagara Quinte Racing Club, the Senior C Mixed. In 5th place, their finishing time 2:14.56. In 4th place, the Gorging Dragons Senior C Mixed from the Vancouver Island Paddling Club. Their finishing time 2:11.86. Third place, PDBCC Mixed from the Pickering Dragon Boat Club. Their finishing time 2:11.79. In second place, Senior C Mixed from the False Creek Racing Canoe Club. Finishing time 2:11.25. In the winning team from the Bytown Dragon Boat Club, the Bytown Senior C Mixed, their winning time 2:10.71. And in race number 134, the final A, Junior A Mixed. This was quite a race. In fifth place from the Lambton Shores Dragon Boat Club, the Lambton Shores Under 18 Mixed. Fifth place, their finishing time 2:22.87. Fourth place, the Poseidon's Offspring Mixed from the New Dragons Racing Club in 2:21.90. Third place from the Thames River Paddling Club, TRPC Juniors Mixed, their finishing time 2:20.43. In second place, the PDBC Junior Mixed from the Pickering Dragon Boat Club, their finishing time 2:15.59. Winning team, the Dragon Zone Eternal Dragon Mixed, their winning time 2:12 even. Well done. That was race 134, the final Junior A Mixed. Well done. And race number 131 is shaping up to be quite a race. We have three provinces represented from Alberta, from Quebec, and Ontario. Or rather, make that BC. Yeah, we do have Alberta, Quebec, Ontario, and BC. Battle between four provinces. A good representation from around Canada. Race number 136. This will be the final A, Senior A Mixed. And on the inside, we'll have lane number 1, Senior A Mixed, the Tsunami from Edmonton, the Edmonton Dragon Boat Club. Lane 2, CSDC Ohana from the Canadian Senior Dragon Boat Club. Lane 3, H2O 40 Plus Mixed Senior A. Lane 4, the Ottawa Dragon Boat Club Senior A. Lane 5, the 22 Dragons Titanium. In lane 6, FCP Senior A Mixed from the False Creek Racing Canoe Club. So race number 136 on tap. The final A, Senior A Mixed, standing by. And we have a real race on our hand, as you can see the flashing paddles off in the distance, 500 meters. Race number 136, the final A, Senior A Mixed. And lane number 1 on the inside, once again, Senior A mixed, the Tsunami from the Edmonton Dragon Boat Club. Lane 2, CSDC Ohana with the Canadian Senior Dragon Boat Club. Lane 3, H2O 40 Plus mixed Senior A from H2O Playground. Lane 4, the Ottawa Dragon Boat Club Senior A from the Ottawa Dragon Boat Club. And lane 5, 22 Dragons Titanium from 22 Dragons. And lane 6 on the outside, FCP Senior A mixed from the False Creek Racing Canoe Club. 4 provinces on tap, and shaping up to be a good race. We have lane number 3 beginning to push. We've got a challenge from lane number 2 and lane number 3, but it's lane number 3 beginning to push. The H2O 40 Plus mixed Senior A from H2O Playground from La Belle Provence of Quebec. Lane number 3 beginning to dig, and they are being challenged. We could have a real race for second place. Lane 2 and lane number 4, and then lane number 5 beginning to push for second place. Could be a real battle, but lane number 3 prevailing, H2O 40 Plus mixed Senior A. But who's it going to be for second place? Time to dig. Could be a real race for second place between lane 2 and lane 4. Lane 2 pulling ahead, but lane number 3 prevailing, followed by lane number 2, CSDC Ohana. And again, those are the unofficial results. We'll have them out shortly. For race number 135, earlier race, 2 boats in the Final B Senior A mixed. We had in second place the Thunderbolt Senior A mixed from the Sunnyside Paddling Club. Their finishing time 2:23.59. In first place, from the London Niagara Quinte Racing Club, the Senior A mixed, and their winning time 2:20.04. Give our Senior A teams a good round of applause. Who says they're getting older, getting younger? Young in spirit, young at heart. Great race, well done. On the water, race number 137, this will be the Final A, the under 24 mixed. And we will have a full complement of boats, 6 teams on the water. And lane number 1, we'll have the New Dragons Green from the New Dragons Racing Club. Lane 2, 22 Dragons True Grit Mixed from 22 Dragons. Lane 3, Liquid Assets under 24 from the Canadian Senior Dragon Boat Club. Lane 4, the Vikings 2017 under 24 mixed from the Waterloo Paddling Club. Lane 5, the U of T Engineering Iron Dragons Blue from Iron River Racing. And lane 6, from Dragon Zone, the Dragon Zone Thunderbreaker. Lane number 137, or rather race number 137, on the water, the final A, under 24 mixed, standing by. Race number 137 on the water, final A, under 24 mixed, all set to go. And I have the results for race number 136. The final A, Senior A mixed, and in sixth place from the False Creek Racing Canoe Club, the FCP Senior A mixed, their finishing time 2:19.38. In fifth place from 22 Dragons, the 22 Dragons Titanium, their finishing time 2:08.64. In fourth place from the Edmonton Dragon Boat Club, Senior A mixed, Tsunami, finishing time 2:08.46. Third place from the Ottawa Dragon Boat Club, the Ottawa Dragon Boat Club Senior A, finishing time 2:05.78. In second place from the Canadian Senior Dragon Boat Club, CSDC Ohana, finishing time 2:04.34. In first place, H2O 40 Plus Mixed Senior A from H2O Playground, their winning time 2:03.27. Well done. And once again, race number 137, the final A, under 24 mixed. We have 6 boats standing by. And by the flash of paddles in the distance, race number 137 now underway. The final A, under 24 mixed, and we have 6 boats on the water. On the inside, lane number 1, New Dragons Green from the New Dragons Racing Club. Lane 2, 22 Dragons True Grit Mixed from 22 Dragons. Lane 3, Liquid Assets under 24 from the Canadian Senior Dragon Boat Club. Lane 4, the Vikings 2017 under 24 mixed from the Waterloo Paddling Club. And Lane 5, the University of Toronto Engineering Iron Dragons Blue from Iron River Racing. And Lane 6, Dragon Zone Thunderbreaker. And again, we want to thank all of the teams. I've been in close touch with marshalling all of our teams getting down there on time. And again, big push. Final day, day 3 of the 2017 Canadian Dragon Boat Racing Championships. And again, a big thank you to our crews, to our volunteers, and our crews getting down to the marshalling area on time. Big push to the finish. And a good race, 137, final A, under 24 mixed. And at this point, it's going to be a very, very close race. And they're keeping their eyes and ears, well, their ears especially, towards the viewing stand. Make some noise. Let's see them in. Very close race. We've got lane number 5 beginning to push, beginning to make a stab. We've got a great race, but it's lane number 2, lane number 5 beginning to push. Could be a real race for second place, but it's lane 2 and lane number 5. 2 close to call. Who's it going to be? Make some noise. Lane 2 beginning to push ahead by a whisker. And it's a real race for second place, but it's lane number 2. Coming in, well done. 22 Dragons, True Grit Mixed from 22 Dragons. And anybody's call for second and third. Great cheer at the finish. It was a race. Well done. And we'll do a very quick review of that race. And we should be getting the results very closely. Lots of fans down here at the finish. Well done. It was race number 137, final A, under 24 mixed. And on the water, 138, the final B, under 24, senior B mixed. All set to go. Stand by. And race number 138, the final B underway. We have two divisions. We have the under 24 and the senior B mixed teams working together, two races in one. On the inside, lane number 1, H2O under 24 mixed from H2O Playground. Lane 2, the Dragon Zone Eternal Dragon under 24. Lane 3, the University College Water Dragons under 24. And lane 4, the New Dragons Yellow, New Dragons Racing Club. Lane number 5, one of our Senior B mixed teams, Montreal Grand Dragons Mixed. And lane 6, the TOHD Grand Dragon Mixed from the Outer Harbor Dragon Boat Club. And again, 138, final B, under 24 and senior B mixed. And again, our two senior teams on the outside on lanes number 5 and number 6. And our junior teams from lane number 1 to 4. In the under 24, we have lane number 2 beginning to pull ahead. It's Dragon Zone, the Eternal Dragon under 24. But it's a big push for second place. Lane number 1, H2O under 24 mixed. And lane 3 beginning to push the University College Water Dragons. On the outside, we have lane number 5 and number 6. Our senior B teams beginning to push a very close race, but it's lane number 2. And our under 24 well ahead. Eternal Dragon under 24, followed by lane number 1, lane number 3. On the outside are two senior teams. It's lane number 5. The Montreal Grand Dragon Mixed pulling ahead, followed by lane number 6, the TOHD Grand Dragon Mixed. Well done, good race. And we'll have the results out shortly. Speaking of results, for race number 137, final A, the under 24 mixed. And it was quite a race a little while ago. In 6th place, we had Dragon Zone Thunderbreaker. Their finishing time, 2:09.19. In 5th place, the Vikings, 2017 under 24 mixed from the Waterloo Paddling Club. Their finishing time, 2:06.27. In 4th place, the New Dragons Green, the New Dragons Racing Club, in 2:05.55. 3rd place, Liquid Assets under 24, the Canadian Senior Dragon Boat Club, in 2:05.40. 2nd place, the University of Toronto Engineering Iron Dragons Blue from Iron River Racing. Their finishing time, 2:05.16. In 1st place, from 22 Dragons, it was the 22 Dragons True Grit mixed team. Their finishing winning time, 2:03.01. Well done. The results for race number 137, final A, under 24 mixed. And by the flash of paddles in the distance, we have race number 139 underway, the final A Senior B Mixed. And we have 5 boats on the water on the inside. H2O 50 Plus Mixed Senior B from the H2O Playground. Lane 2, CSDC Mahalo from the Canadian Senior Dragon Boat Club. Lane 3, PDBC B from the Pickering Dragon Boat Club. Lane 4, from Ottawa's Bytown Dragon Boat Club, the Ottawa Dragon Masters Senior B Mixed. Lane 5 on the outside, the London Niagara Quinte Racing Club Senior B Mixed. Followed by our umpires, making sure everybody stays in the correct lane. We don't want to issue any time penalties. Too close to call. Again, 139, final A, Senior B Mixed on the water. Who's it going to be? Just passing halfway. Very even race as they begin to push. And the boats will be beginning their final push to the finish, their final series as they begin to pick up the pace. Time to dig. This is where it counts. Time to push, and we've got a race developing between lane number 3, PDBC B, but lane number 2 beginning to make a push. Moving ahead, CSDC Mahalo. 2, 3, and 4. Who's it going to make some noise? Lane number 3 starting to push, starting to dig, but it's lane number 4 prevailing. Will they do it? But lane number 2 beginning to move up. This could be a 3-way finish, but lane number 3 by a whisker, pulling ahead very quickly. Too close to call at the finish, but by a thin whisker. It could be lane number 3, number 2, number 4. But again, these are the unofficial results, and we will have a very quick review. On our video screen, we'll have the official results out shortly. And looking back at race number 138, final B, under 24 Senior B Mixed. We'll have those results out very shortly. Give our crews a great round of applause. A great race, very close. Almost too close to judge. Should be getting the results very shortly. Looking back at race number 138, final B, 2 divisions, under 24 Senior B Mixed. Start off with the Senior B Mixed. We had 2 boats. In second place, the TOHD Grand Dragon Mixed from the Outer Harbor Dragon Boat Club. Finishing time 2:22.06. And in first place, their winning time, the Montreal Grand Dragons Mixed from 22 Dragons, their winning time 2:19.92. In the under 24 division, we had 4 boats. In fourth place, from the New Dragons Racing Club, New Dragons Yellow, their finishing time 2:13.67. In third place, the University College Water Dragons in 2:13.15. Second place, H2O under 24 Mixed from H2O Playground, their finishing time 2:11.07. First place, Dragon Zone Eternal Dragon under 24, their winning time 2:07.35. Well done. And race 140 now underway, the final A, our Junior B division. And we have a Division III mixed team on the water. This is our community recreational team. And a special invite here to the 2017 Canadian Dragon Boat Racing Championships, and it gives this team a real taste of racing at this level. And again, they're on the outside on lane number 5. Lane number 4 is running empty. Lane number 1 on the inside, the Eternal Dragon under 16 mixed from Dragon Zone. Lane 2, Super Strokers under 16 mixed from the Lambton Shores Dragon Boat Club. And lane 3, the TRPC Junior B mixed from the Thames River Paddling Club. we have race number 141 on the water, the Final C Premier Mixed. And I have the results in my hands for race number 139, the Final A Senior B Mixed. In 5th place, the Senior B Mixed from the London Niagara Quinte Racing Club. Their finishing time 2:14.22. In 4th place, the H2O 50 Plus Mixed Senior B from H2O Playground. Finishing time 2:11.21. 3rd place, the Ottawa Dragon Masters Senior B Mixed from the Bytown Dragon Boat Club in 2:09.78. In 2nd place, CSDC Mahalo from the Canadian Senior Dragon Boat Club in 2:08.88. In 1st place, PDBCB from the Pickering Dragon Boat Club in their winning time 2:08.82. Well done. The results for race number 139, Final A Senior B Mixed. And on the water, 141, Final C Premier Mixed. All set to go. We have in lane number 1 running empty, lane 2, the Oil City Crew, lane 3, the Water Vipers M, lane 4, Iron 1 with Iron River Racing, and lane 5, Thunderstruck Premier Mixed with the Sunnyside Paddling Club. All set to go. Stand by. And we're down to our final 3 races, 500 meters. Race number 141 on the water, Final C Premier Mixed, and we have 4 boats on the water. On the inside, lane 1 running empty. Lane 2, Oil City Crew from Edmonton, Alberta. Lane 3, the Water Vipers M from the Outer Harbour Dragon Boat Club. Lane 4, Iron 1 from Iron River Racing, and lane 5 on the outside, Thunderstruck Premier Mixed with the Sunnyside Paddling Club. We've got a good race, getting a bit of a headwind, and we are predicting gusts up to around 14 clicks an hour this afternoon. So far, we haven't had any issues at the start with the wind. It was a major problem yesterday, causing some delays. So 141 on the water, Final C Premier Mixed, and they're beginning to make a push as they approach halfway. And we have lane number 4 making a big push, and lane number 3, the Water Vipers M from the Outer Harbour Dragon Boat Club. They're making a push. Time to dig those paddles. Lane number 4 pulling ahead, Iron 1 with Iron River Racing, but not to be outdone from the Outer Harbour Dragon Boat Club, Water Vipers M. They are making a big push to the finish. Who's it going to be but lane number 4? Can feel the heat. Lane number 3 beginning to catch up the Water Vipers. Will they do it? Getting very, very close. But it's lane number 4 prevailing, but number 3 catching up oh so quickly. But it's lane number 4, Iron 1, followed by lane number 3, the Water Vipers. We have lane number 2, Oil City Crew. Lane 5 coming in, Thunderstruck Premier Mixed with the Sunnyside Paddling Club. Good race, well done. And we have race number 142 on the water. 2 more races, 500 meters. Very soon, in a few minutes, I'll be calling out the teams for our first 2K race of the afternoon, race number 144. Looking back at race number 140, we had 2 divisions, and I'm sure RBC Dragons. This is a special Division 3 team. One of our community teams actually had the fastest time, actually beating the juniors, but they were in their own division. I'm sure they are very proud of their time. But RBC Dragons in lane number 5 in their division, finishing in 2:22.22. Well done. In our Junior B division, in 3rd place, the Super Strokers under 16 mixed from the Lambton Shores Dragon Boat Club. Their finishing time 2:57.56. 2nd place, the Eternal Dragon under 16 mixed from Dragon Zone, finishing time 2:43.28. And in 1st place, the TRPC Junior B mixed from the Thames River Paddling Club, and their winning time 2:34.67. Well done. Race number 142 on the water, Final B, Premier Mixed. Now heading to the start. And we'll have 6 boats. In lane number 1 on the inside, we have FCP Premier Mixed from the False Creek Racing Canoe Club. Lane 2, UBC Thunderbirds Sport Club from Dragon Zone. Lane 3, Jetstart, the Canadian Senior Dragon Boat Club. Lane 4, the Hammerheads with the Outer Harbour Dragon Boat Club. Lane 5, H2O Arsenal Premier Mixed with H2O Playground. And lane 6 on the outside will be PDBC Premier Mixed from the Pickering Dragon Boat Club. It'll be race number 142, Final B Premier Mixed, all set to go. Standing by. And race number 142 on the water, Final B, Premier Mixed. And we have 6 boats on the water. Shaping up to be a good race. In lane number 1 on the inside, FCP Premier Mixed from the False Creek Racing Canoe Club. Lane 2, UBC Thunderbirds Sport Club. With Dragon Zone, lane 3, Jet Start. The Canadian Senior Dragon Boat Club. Lane 4, Hammerheads from the Outer Harbor Dragon Boat Club from Cherry Beach in Toronto. In lane 5, we have the H2O Arsenal Premier Mixed with H2O Playground. And lane 6 on the outside, PD BC Premier Mixed from the Pickering Dragon Boat Club. And at this stage, coming up to halfway, looks like a mean, lean race on tap. Who's it going to be? They're starting to dig. Boats working well in unison. Nicely done. They are pushing. They want it badly. They can taste it. Who's it going to be? Looking like we have a race shaping up between lane number 2, possibly. Lane number 4 starting to sneak up. Lane 5. Lane number 5 beginning to dig. Lane 2 could be a real race between lane 2 and lane 5. Who's it going to be? Lane 2, the UBC Thunderbird Sport Club. Lane 5 on the outside, the H2O Arsenal Premier Mixed. Time to dig. Very close race. Lane number 2 beginning to push, but it's lane number 1 on the inside, but lane number 2 prevailing. And as I mentioned, second place up for grabs, but it could be lane number 2 prevailing, the UBC Thunderbirds. These are the unofficial results, and we'll get them out to you shortly. Well done, good race. Keeping everybody on the edge of their seats. Good work. And of course, we get quite a few of our teams, as you can see, usually take a bit of a breather at the end of the race, looking out for each other to make sure that we don't have any issues, making sure that people are in good shape. Let's give this crew a nice round of applause as they pass by. This was a thrilling race. I was beside myself. Good work. Number 142, making their sail by. Nicely done. Many of the crews, of course, getting ready for the 2,000-meter events coming up in the next half hour. Lane 1 passing by, the FCP Premier Mixed, well done. Lane 6, PDBC Premier Mixed. And lane 5, H2O Arsenal Premier Mixed. And coming in lane number 2, well done, UBC Thunderbirds Sport Club from Dragon Zone. Results from race number 141, Final C Premier Mixed. We had 4 boats on the water. In 4th place, Thunderstruck Premier Mixed from the Sunnyside Paddling Club. Lane 3, or rather in 3rd place, the Oil City Crew from Edmonton, Alberta. Finishing time 2:17.39. In 2nd place, the Water Vipers M from the Outer Harbor Dragon Boat Club. And in 2nd place, in first place we had Iron 1 from the Iron River Racing, and their winning time 2:10.26. Once again, those results for race number 141. In 4th place, Thunderstruck Premier Mixed, and 2:19.99. In 3rd place, Oil City Crew from Edmonton, and 2:17.39. In 2nd place, the Water Vipers M from the Outer Harbor Dragon Boat Club, and 2:10.80. And in 1st place, Iron 1 with Iron River Racing, and 2:10.26. Well done. All right. Our final race. 500 meters, 143, Final A, Premier Mixed. Make sure your cameras, your video cameras are at the ready. 6 boats on tap. In our final race, 500 meters. The bookies are going crazy. We have lane number 1 on the inside. 22 Dragons Armada from 22 Dragons. Lane 2, Dreadnought. The False Creek Racing Canoe Club. Lane 3, the Warriors. The Outer Harbor Dragon Boat Club. Lane 4, the Premier. The New Dragons Racing Club. Lane 5, the Latitude 48 Paddling Club OC20 Mixed from the Latitude 48 Paddling Club from BC. And lane 6 on the outside, Dragon Zone Premier. Dragon Zone, they're getting ready. Taking a deep breath, and make sure your cameras, your video cameras at the ready. We are looking forward to a very, very exciting race. So final race, 500 meters, the Final A Premier Mixed. Good luck. All right, this is it. Don't be shy. Make some noise. Let's raise the roof here at the finish. Big race. 143, our final 500 meters. The Final A Premier Mixed. As they start to dig, they can taste the finish. Lane number 1 on the inside, 22 Dragons Armada from 22 Dragons. Lane 2, Dreadnought from the False Creek Racing Canoe Club from BC. Lane 3, the Warriors from the Outer Harbor Dragon Boat Club from Cherry Beach, Toronto. Lane 4, Premier with the New Dragons Racing Club. And Lane 5, Latitude 48 Paddling Club, OC20 Mixed from the Latitude 48 Paddling Club. And Lane 6 on the outside, Dragon Zone Premier, Dragon Zone. Very even race. Let's see them in. Make some noise. Don't be shy. Time to work it. Time to dig, and they can taste it. As we approach halfway, very, very close race. And of course, the temptation is to look at the other boat, which they're not supposed to do. Looking ahead, time to dig. 143, Final A, Premier Mixed. Final 500 meters. They start to dig, and we have lane number 3 starting to dig, the Warriors from the Outer Harbor Dragon Boat Club. But we've got a few challenges on the inside. Lane number 1, the 22 Dragons Armada. Lane number 3, the Warriors have their work come out. They're starting to push. But lane number 4 is starting to make a stab. But it's lane number 3. But on the inside, lane number 1 starting to dig. They're into their final series, but lane number 3 by a hair. Lane number 1 starting to dig. Time to push. You can taste it. Lane number 3, the Warriors, pulling ahead. Very close race. Too close to call here at the finish. Very, very close race. I am not going to say anything. I'm going to let the judges work this one out. A tremendous effort on the part of lane number 1, 22 Dragons Armada. Great push. Well done. The Warriors had their work cut out, but lane number 1 making a huge push. Very, very close here at the finish. I cannot tell you. We're looking at the video. Very, very close finish. Too close to call. Almost fell out of my seat. It was 1:43, our final 500 meter, final A, Premier Mixed. Well done. Let's give them a huge standing ovation. Don't be shy. As they pass on by, number 1, they are panting. What an effort on part of the entire crew. That was indeed a very, very exciting race. I think there was simply almost a millimeter between number 1 and 1 and 2. Very close to call. So let's give our crews a huge round of applause as they pass on by. Well deserved. They're smiling. Well done. Congratulations. Many of our crews, of course, taking a well-deserved break as we get the course ready for our 2,000-meter events. 2 laps of the course, 500 meters out, 5 back, 5 out, 5 back, 2,000 meters. But well done. A superb effort. As I mentioned, almost fell out of my chair up here at the announcer booth. We'll get the results out to you momentarily, but I have the results for race number 142, Final B, Premier Mixed. And in 6th place, PDBC Premier Mixed from the Pickering Dragon Boat Club, 207.97. In 5th place, Hammerheads from the Outer Harbor Dragon Boat Club in 202.31. In 4th place, H2O Arsenal Premier Mixed from H2O Playground. Their finishing time 202.27. In 3rd place, FCP Premier Mixed from the False Creek Racing Canoe Club. Their finishing time 201.88. In 2nd place, Jet Start from the Canadian Senior Dragon Boat Club in 201.73. In 1st place, the UBC Thunderbirds Sport Club from Dragon Zone, and their winning time 2 minutes, .98. That was race number 142, Final B, Premier Mixed. And I will have the results for race number 143. Stand by, don't go away. Just taking a look at the results for race number 143, and listen up. Trust me, there was just a hair's breadth between first and second place, but we will start off with sixth place, so listen up. Race number 143, the final A, Premier Mixed. In sixth place, Dragon Zone Premier. From Dragon Zone, their finishing time 2:04.25. Drum roll, please. In fifth place, Dreadnought from the False Creek Racing Canoe Club in 2:02.36. In fourth place, Latitude 48 Paddling Club OC20 Mixed from the Latitude 48 Paddling Club in 2:01.78. In third place, Premier from the New Dragons Racing Club in 2 minutes, .09. Little pause. In second place, the Warriors from the Outer Harbor Dragon Boat Club, their finishing time 1.58.35. And in first place, 22 Dragons Armada from 22 Dragons, and their finishing time 1.58.19. Well done. Great racing. Was an exciting finish for race number 143, Final A, Premier Mixed.
This is when
Okay, we're beginning to relax up here in the announcing booth. That was quite a finish. Race number 143. As the crews head back, starting to relax, getting geared up for 2,000 meters. And again, if you weren't here yesterday, want to give you a rundown how things are working. This, of course, will be 2 laps of the 500-meter course. It'll be the starting line will be right across from the canal, right here at the finish. We have 14 boats. In our first race, 144, I will give you the starting crews in a few minutes. We have 14 boats. Each of the boats will be individually timed, and they will be heading out in increments of 12 seconds. Again, individually timed. And again, we had a captain's meeting, a steers meeting yesterday to go over the protocol at the turns, which I will go into in a few minutes, just to remind our spectators and our friends how things work and the protocol at the turns. Again, they will be heading 500 meters down on the course, turning around. There will be 2 sharp turns, heading 500 meters back to the start finish. That will complete 1 kilometer. They will turn around, head into the third 500-meter section of the course for 1,500 meters, turn around, and come back for the final 500 meters to complete 2K. And again, we have 14 boats. They've been seated. And again, we will start with boat number 1 up to boat number 14. And again, they will be starting in increments of 12 seconds. Starting with boat 1, and again will be individually timed. And again, we should be starting in about, I would say, 25 minutes or so. I will give you a heads up, but a heads up to the following teams. They will be making up the 14-boat field for race number 144. And we have 3 divisions. In race number 144 2K, Senior A Mixed, the Senior C Mixed, and our Division 3 Mixed team. And these are the following boats. A quick heads up. In our Senior A Mixed division, boat number 1 will be the Thunderbolt Senior A Mixed from the Sunnyside Paddling Club. Boat 2, London Niagara Quinte Racing Club, the Senior A Mixed. Boat 3, third boat to go out, will be from the False Creek Racing Club, FCP Senior A Mixed. Boat 4, Senior A Mixed, Tsunami from Edmonton Dragon Boat Club. And Boat 5, the 22 Dragons Titanium from 22 Dragons. Boat 6, CSDC Ohana from the Canadian Senior Dragon Boat Club. Boat 7, the Ottawa Dragon Boat Club Senior A from the Ottawa Dragon Boat Club. And Boat 8, H2O 40 Plus, the Mixed Senior A from H2O Playground. And we have several boats in the Senior C Mixed division. Boat 9 will be from the London Niagara Quinte Racing Club, the Senior C Mixed. Boat 10, Gorging Dragons Senior C Mixed from Vancouver Island Paddling. Boat 11 from the False Creek Racing Canoe Club, Senior C Mixed. Boat 12, the PDBC C Mixed from the Pickering Dragon Boat Club. Boat 13, the Bytown Senior C Mixed from the Bytown Dragon Club. And we have one boat in our Division 3 in our recreation community team. Again, great to have them on board to get a taste of racing here at the 2017 Canadian Dragon Boat Racing Championships. The RBC Dragons getting a taste of 2K, boat number 14, for race number 144 2K.